Good morning. This is Scott Cullen. I am editor-in-chief of the Cannata Report. It's Friday, and it's Fridays with Frank time. And hey, Frank, how's it going today?
It's going very well. Thank you, Scott, and I hope the same for you.
It is. And we've got another topic to talk about today that you have been thinking about recently. And actually, you've been thinking about it for a while, and it goes back to a few years ago when Ricoh sold off its Smith. And then lo and behold, earlier this year, Cannata did the same to select dealers. And I'm just curious, how you think the Ricoh selling off their MIF worked. What do you think is going to happen with Cannata? Do you think it'll turn out in the same positive way that Ricoh did? And do you think this is a trend that we're going to continue to see?
Absolutely. There's no question about it. I mean, I don't have any special knowledge or information about what manufacturers who have these direct operations are going to do, but I'm going to say that at least one major manufacturer is going to be selling off their SMB. I can't speak to how much of it, but it is going to be selling at least some of their SMB MIF. It makes sense. I mean, think of what the pandemic has cost the direct operations. They have all those fixed assets, all those leases for all those sales offices, all that space that was empty for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months that they're paying rent on. Think of what they had to do in terms of furloughing people and disrupting everything for them. Think of in terms of the inventory that they couldn't move, that they had given to the direct operation to sell, or the numbers that were given them to sell. They didn't get done. As opposed to the dealer side, the dealer absorbed that loss. It is unbelievable to me that they can take a balance sheet at the end of the year and say, gee, look at the profit level we got from the dealers and look at the profit level we got from direct. That's a joke. And I've looked manufacturers in the eye and said point blank, your direct operation is not profitable. And I've been told categorically, yes, it has, yes, it has, yes, it has. I know how that game is played. It's called transferred price. You can make a direct operation instantaneously profitable by lowering the transfer price. Period. End of story. I mean, that's nonsense. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a balance. Ideally, you should, but the balance should be more towards specialty and high-end products. The most expensive products you sell should have a direct sales force, I believe. And then obviously, if you're smart and you want to exploit the distribution you've built on the dealer side, you help the most able dealers to sell the high end as well. Your cost of doing business will drop dramatically. I just can't say it, phrase it, put it any other way. I know it's something that I've written, and one of our readers, who's a dear friend, Preston Wolfork from Documation, said, don't leave us hanging like that. When I said it could, this is possible, my opinion, it's going to happen. And we both had a good laugh. I'm very, very fond of the people at Documation. Lou Scantlin's an old friend. Dealers, and I always believe that fundamentally, humor is truth and exaggeration. So there's an essence of truth of, wow, what are you telling me? Is this something I got to contend with? I don't. I hope that the dealers, along with Preston and others, take a serious look at what I wrote and understand 2 manufacturers have already done it. How many times have we seen one of the Japanese manufacturer take a lead in doing something very different, very unexpected, and all of a sudden, one by one, they follow because it makes great, good sense.